such an evil, nothing is stop. And then I would do all my clothes, do all my little videos. You know, some people do a slave shirt. I'm gonna have to picture what they have in. No. No. They walk in, the first thing they gonna see. No. No. Like, no. Cabbage. We don't have like this. No, nice and big. You still got it. Fit it to it. No, don't fit it to it.
No. Wait. No.
I ain't like that shit. And I remember I had one of the African friends, so I went to their Caribbean reunion, and I was.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more? Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be backed up now to start this drive. They'll come up here. First and 10. Stroud gonna throw right away. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you could bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas, but don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays, we punch this thing in, and we're going to get you guys right back out there.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here we go. Offense still out there. It is 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Richardson. This caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Colts. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
2nd down and 3.
All right.
Stroud gonna set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
On the quick, right?
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
All right.
3rd down, 3 to go. Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. He's got the 1st down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do.
In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
4th down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. They gain 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Taylor. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter.
7, Texans 3.
First and 10 now from the 36.
11.
Back to throw. Stroud. Right back to Dell. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, it hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's 1st and 10.
Already.
To throw is Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll try to hit him with a screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Stroud. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
They'll go. It's Stroud. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans are on top. It's now 10-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On second down, here's a run with Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On play action, Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The give, running right. It is Mixon. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 on the 9-yard line.
Here's second and 3 to go. To throw, it's Stroud. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will get out in front 17-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. To throw, it's Richardson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice. And at other times, It looks like they've never practiced at all.
This fielded at the 3. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left, and for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
Here we go.
Now a give on the ground, and he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down.
All right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. That'll be returnable from the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Taylor. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
Big-time conversion there on third down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
A run on first and goal. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks to lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. They'll go with him again.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. Going to try to pull his way in. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up fourth and goal. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. They say no to the field goal opportunity before halftime. They're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Now Richardson. This caught. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on fourth down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge fourth down stop.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
On the quick, right? Why, Tony? Hey.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Texans set to punt this one away, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he will score. At 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
14.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up.
Miami Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. That is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
A lot of defenses will try to isolate the best receiver, Mike, and say, okay, we're going to take him out of the game. Well, I think in this case, we might see the offense do the exact same thing. They might take this one particular defender into pass coverage and say, we are not going to throw his way. He's already gotten me twice. I'm not going to let him get me again.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind the line.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down.
Here we go.
Slot man in motion left. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
It's now 4th down and 1.
Buggy. Down. Alert the hot. Good.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is caught. What a throw. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Texans.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Downs goes in motion. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A second down throw for Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Downs goes in motion. From the gun on third, and for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Sujay. Hey, south.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
South.
Stroud to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the give, this is Taylor. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
From the gun, Richardson. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. That is a 1st National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Downs goes in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans will extend this 3rd quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Richardson to throw it here on first down. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
2nd and 7. Downs goes in motion. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And more of the same. Another interception. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
All right.
Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On first down, it's Richardson. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards. Throwing is Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, it's Taylor. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. In motion comes Pittman. Quick throw, taken in. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. To throw, it's Richardson. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. A gain of 11 there, as the decision to go for it pays off.
And that's a big-time effort on 4th down. If he doesn't come up with this ball, Mike, they turn it over on downs, but instead, not only does he lay out and make a terrific catch, they get a fresh set of downs here and now see if they can finish this thing off and come away with some points.
And he'll be taken down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Richardson to throw. And he'll take it on in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
The kick is good. Makes the score Texans 38, Colts 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Here we go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and a yard.
Nike Texas. Don't worry.
Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
handoff here, up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Here we go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. They'll stick with him again. Woo. A gain there of 11. First down for Houston.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.